I've been reselling for over 4 years now full time, and in our first year we did over $25,000 in sales. And I'm here to talk to you today about how we went from $25,000 a year in sales to now projected over $1 million in sales in our fourth full-time year. I used to have a really bad habit, and this habit is what kills most reselling businesses. It is paying too little for items, thinking that you're getting a good deal, and these items never sell. Let me explain further. So when I first started reselling on eBay, this huge habit just killed me. And this is what kills most resellers, is spending too little on product, thinking it's gonna be something that you get a great deal on and you're gonna make tens of thousands of dollars, and yet that is not the truth. So the things that I used to do when I first started was go to the Goodwill bins on a regular basis. And this is a great thing to do. It's $1.59 a pound. You're getting a good deal, but I used to buy just about everything, and this is where beginner resellers really start to struggle. See, I would buy inventory, tons of inventory when I first started, and I was excited. I was fired up. But little did I know, even though I was getting that inventory for $1, $2 a piece, come to find out these items would take years to sell. And in this video, I'm gonna kind of describe on why it's important to not focus on getting a good deal, but actually the reverse, paying up for product that is actually in demand. So lately we've been buying a lot of new with tags Lululemon, and it's incredibly expensive. But you know what? It sells so fast. So in this tub is brand new with tags Lululemon, and we just started recently paying up for these items because they sell so fast. They have such a huge demand behind them. And I'm gonna say that that was the difference between, you know, our kind of slower sales in the beginning of doing eBay and reselling in general, is that we were thinking, we're getting such a good deal, how could we go wrong? And this is the death of most resellers. We're always looking for a deal, but that doesn't mean those items that we're getting a deal on are actually in demand. And that is what really kills eBay stores. Doing many eBay store reviews, looking at people's systems and their listings and their titles and everything looks good, but the item that they spent time taking photos of, sourcing, looking up research, end up being actually really bad items. And that goes into a bunch of other things that go into it, like sell-through rate. But also, it's like, just because you got a good deal on it doesn't mean it's worth listing. And in my experience over the last 4 years, paying up for items that are actually gonna sell has been way more advantageous for our business. So here we got brand new with tags Lululemon men's ABC commission shorts. These are expensive, but at the same time, I know that these are gonna sell. If I list these on eBay brand new with tags, they're gonna sell within 3 months, which is fast for eBay. And if I put these on Whatnot, they're gonna sell guaranteed. So this is the crazy part of the things that I've learned over the last few years, is that I know it's kind of backwards. You wanna look for the deal, you wanna get a good deal on it, but that doesn't mean it's worth buying. You need to think in your mind that, is this item even worth my time? When you're just getting started reselling full time, you have a lot of time, and you don't want to waste that time by listing terrible products. So here we're picking up items that are in demand and selling them to people that are gonna pay top dollar. Are you a reseller that loves to go sourcing and loves to shop? Well, right now we are hiring in our wholesale team of over 31 members. We provide you with a brand list of over 300 brands, and we are buying all the brands on that list. It's a great opportunity to double your money. And right now we're helping people pay off their kids' student loans. You could check out right here. This lady's been on the team, and we've been able to help her make some extra money. So if this sounds something interesting to you, and you love to go shopping and you love to source, book a call, click a link down below, and we'd love to see if we can be a good fit. And you might be wondering why this is even important. Well, because in my experience, in our first year, doing $25,000 in sales might seem like a lot when you're just getting started, but it's not. We were barely breaking even. We were just laying the foundation for our business. We were buying books, video games, DVDs, VHS, thinking that we were gonna get it, oh my goodness, 500 DVDs for 25 cents each. And man, they took years to sell through the listing process, through the photography process, storing it in inventory. There is a business model to be had for items that take years to sell, but I don't think the people that are watching this channel want to wait several years, 3-5 years for items to sell. We're trying to make quick sales. We're trying to turn over the money very quickly, and that's why we turned our business model a lot towards Whatnot, because of the faster money that we're able to achieve. So this is the death of most eBay resellers and resellers in general, is once you start getting into bulk buys and buying things that are, you know, almost too good to be true. Wow, pallets of inventory, brand new with tags for $1.50, and then it comes delivered and 25% of the items are damaged, missing tags, holes, cuts, tears, and stains. The other 50% are average items, time and true, Calvin Klein, Banana Republic, items that are good in retail stores, but they're not good for reselling. And this is what I wanted to make this video to help protect a lot of beginners out there. Don't mind paying up for items that actually have demand behind them, rather than look for the good deal all the time. So a good example is like people who do retail arbitrage. They go out and pay up for shoes, and they're happy with making $10, $20, $30 profit, but they're spending $50, $60, $70 for the shoes. So I think that is like a mindset shift that needs to happen here, where, you know, go from that scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. And really there's like a common theme behind reselling for eBay resellers is like list, 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 list. And I think that really builds the pressure on people to acquire tons of inventory to meet a listing goal, which can be a really big problem. I don't want to see you in your eBay store like I was with 10,000 items in our eBay store making 30 sales a day, which is great. It's just not the best and optimized it could be. There's people's eBay stores out there that are listing 15 items a day with a 1,000 item store, and they're selling 25 items a day. So I really want to help you kind of shift that mindset behind like scarcity, paying $1 per piece, which can be good. It can be good if you find the right supplier and right inventory. But I want you to put another thought in your mind that paying up for inventory is not a bad thing, especially if you know it has a good like cult-like following, like Lululemon, Patagonia, Carhartt, but also things that are actually going to have a good sell-through rate. And you may just need to think in new ways about your sourcing. It's a great way to go to the Goodwill bins and the thrift store and the flea market to get inventory, which is amazing. I mean, everyone should do that. But if that's your only way to get inventory, it's going to be really hard to build a long-lasting, sustainable business. Why? Because thrift store prices are going up. It's getting much more competitive. So you need to think in new ways how to acquire inventory. Whether you reach out to junk removal service companies, you reach out to real estate agents, estate sale companies, start thinking outside the box on how you can acquire inventory. Over the last year, we've developed a sourcing team, so we get items that come in and get delivered to us based on a brand list of about 250 brands that we feel confident selling. We've also opened up over the last few months a consignment program where all this comes in through consignment, where people just have extra inventory that they bought and maybe didn't want to list, or something came up in their life and they need to move inventory. That could be a great option for you to help get inventory in your business. Maybe there's some local churches in your area that do clothing. Well, maybe you can start a consignment, whether you could sell them on eBay for them or on Whatnot. It's time to start thinking outside the box, and that outside the box thinking is going to save your business and is going to help you grow. Don't follow what everyone else does. It's time to start thinking different. And I wanted to make this video going over the things that we've learned over the last 4 years, because my mindset was stuck in the scarcity mindset in our first year. We barely broke even. We were starting to figure it out, but we knew that we needed to think that just because something is $1 doesn't make it worth buying. So I hope you can do the same. I hope you can apply some of that mindset into your business going into 2025. And don't be scared to pay up for inventory, especially if it has a good sell-through rate.